These look really cool.
Yeah. Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
All right.
Sorry, yeah, we're rolling, dude. Yes. We're back at Walking Garden Art's 30-acre nursery, where Sean Mann continues to take us around to explore the plants available for Chinese New Year festivities. Last week, we talked about foxhead arrangements, orchids, and the narcissus bulbs. This week, it's citrus trees, flowers, and peach blossoms, which, for those of you looking for love, listen up. So this beats out Tinder, right?
Yep. Peach blossom. They say in Chinese that if you're single and you're looking for a new love, you take a lap around this, and it brings you good luck. Finding a new date. So. Or if you're really unlucky, do 10.
In order to be ready, the leaves have to be peeled off from top to bottom around 1 to 2 months before Chinese New Year. They're firmly but carefully stripped off the plant at the node in a smooth down and outward motion. This promotes the growth of flower buds.
Because it's so hot, warm this year, we'll keep some of these leaves to kind of slow down the growth and get them ready for the big day. These are also grown in, obviously, soil. The common ones you see at the flower market are in shopping malls and stuff. They're all cut, so a bit like the Christmas tree. So they're cut to stick them in water to preserve them for the time being.
Could you propagate its cuttings?
You can. You would be able to, but obviously spring is always the best time to do it.
I might experiment with some for a future episode. For now, we head on over to the citrus trees. There are 3 main varieties: kumquats, Chinese oranges or sagum, and calamansi, also called
gut or gum. So gum represents gold, and also it's very important that these are full during Chinese New Year, and you don't want them falling off because you're losing money.
A lot of the trees have new branches growing. They're left to help control the rate at which the fruit ripens.
So we keep them on, again, depending on the weather, for about a week or 2, depending on the weather, before Chinese New Year. Otherwise, if we cut them off, then the oranges get all the nutrients and then they will ripen too quickly. And if that happens, they'll start dropping off. You want full gold in your pocket for Chinese New Year.
Full gold in your pocket. Though all of these citrus fruits are edible, with the exception of the sagum, Sean doesn't recommend eating them for the first year due to pesticides used. But if you can hang on to them, you just might get some fresh fruits later. And if you acquire a different variety each year, you'll even get to experiment with grafting and cloning. Now, the flowers. There are classic varieties like chrysanthemums and other varieties selected for their beauty or auspicious names, and they all come in pots. We head over to the kalankui,
In Cantonese, we call it chan sao fa,
which literally translates to long life flower.
This is actually a type of succulent. They come in a wide range of variety of colors, pink, yellow, like red, the more popular colors.
They're hardy, don't need much water, are fine indoors or out, and will last beyond the season. But not all flowers are as easy to care for.
So these are called pocketbook flowers. In Chinese, they're called hao bao fa. So hao bao is wallet, but these actually require a bit more care because they only flower for a very short period, like 1 to 2 months. And watering them is also a bit of a hassle because you can't water directly onto the flowers because once the pockets collect too much water, it rots the flowers.
So avoid overhead watering and hydrate the soil directly. Moving on.
The species of flowers is called cinerea, and again in Chinese it's called fu guai gou. So fu guai means prosperity, and again lots of variety of color, and these we grow about 200,000 of these every Chinese New Year. They do last for quite a while, so we get them between this time and they'll last up until about April when it's a bit too warm, and then they'll die off. But when these are in full bloom, it's like a big bouquet of flowers, so they look stunning.
And you said gok, so is it fu guai gok, right?
Yeah. So it's a chrysanthemum family.
So it is chrysanthemum family
yeah.
then. Okay. It's estimated that there are more than 20,000 cultivars of chrysanthemum worldwide, of which 7,000 plus are in China. For our celebrations here in Hong Kong, we have the classic yellow, red, and hai jiao gok, or crab claw chrysanthemums. If you bought some this year, remember to deadhead them to promote new flower buds to bloom. Now, despite the size of their operations and manpower at their disposal, the founder of Waking, Mr. Man, still works tirelessly, especially during this crucial season. And I want to catch up with him before I head out.
兩個 OK 咩？
一樣咁肥啊！我仔肥過我係嘛？
一人咁靚仔 ，Come on man！
I was also curious about how they decorate for Chinese New Year.
OK 啊，屋企咪擺棵桃花，知道水
擺劍
仙啦。
蘭咁樣啦，係啦，通常都係咁樣嚇。而家就
當你做花，你又唔會擺咁多花喺度。
賣花姑娘插足腰啊！
咦，咁新年你哋有冇假放啊？其實
冇㗎，佢哋又有假放，我哋又冇。
佢唔肯放假，唔係冇假放。
We all fit? Okay. Okay, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care. Happy growing. We'll see you next time.
拜拜。
Oh, and happy New Year.
Happy New Year
新年快樂。